Hey everyone, I'm back, and I just finished watching The Last of Us Season 2, and I have to say, I am quite disappointed. This was a show that I was so excited to watch. I really enjoyed Season 1, and I was looking forward to Season 2, and after the second episode, I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's why this video is so late too, because I know the season wrapped up a while ago, but I just finished watching it like yesterday because I couldn't get through it. I just felt like it was a drag to get through the season after that, but I finally did. And these are just some of my final thoughts. First of all, I hate Abby, like especially after episode 2, but even in episode 1, like her introduction was just so bad. The acting was terrible. And she's just like one of the most irritating antagonists I think I've ever seen in a show. She was just introduced like so abruptly. Like I know that at the end of the season, they do flip it to her perspective, but like at this point, I don't even care to see her perspective. And I mean, she killed off my favorite character, so, you know, how can I? She killed Joel in episode 2. Like, are you kidding me? This was the exact same shit they did in the game that everyone hated, and they went and did it again and thought that they would get a different result. Like, in my mind, Season 2 ended after episode 2. After that, I literally had to force myself to finish the season. And this was a show that I was looking forward to. I just felt like Joel's death was so rushed and like emotionless. It was like I didn't even have time to process it. The characters also didn't even process it. It seemed like they just wanted to get it over with and then move on with the season. Although Joel and Ellie's relationship, that's what people were here for. And also the infected, which I'll get into because we pretty much barely even saw them. Like, I understand Abby's vengeance. I understand. But there needed to be some sort of buildup. I don't know. Just the order of things didn't make sense. Like, in the flashback scene, then we see, like, Joel and Ellie's interactions prior to his death. Like, we needed to see that before. Like, it would have just made his death more meaningful. Also, where were the infected? Like, I was under the impression that there was going to be a lot more infected. I mean, we were introduced to spores, and there was that really cool scene where there was the army of infected, where they were charging up against the wall, and then they broke through the wall, and that was a really cool scene. Like, it reminded me of Game of Thrones and the White Walkers, so it was fun to watch that scene. But after that, I felt like we were just focused on human stories. Like, it was just human relationships. Like, where was the connection to the infected? And if they did want to make it about human connection and human relationships, that's cool. Like, that's fine to make a show about that if you're gonna stray away from the infected as the focus. But we then should have seen the relationship we cared to see, which was between Joel and Ellie. Why were we only seeing this whole weird love triangle between Ellie, Dina, and Jesse? I mean, Dina got pregnant with Jesse's baby, and I didn't want to hear Ellie say she's going to be a dad. I wanted to see Ellie's dad, Joel, not get killed off so early in the season, literally leaving me with no excitement left to finish the rest of episodes. Also, it's not like they developed Dina and Jesse's relationship that much, or Ellie and Jesse's friendship that much either. They just kind of threw it in there. So we just kind of had to guess that they had this like deep relationship that existed before we even saw any of it. Also, Ellie should have been recasted, and her character could have been written better too. Not only because she looked and seemed like the same little girl from season 1, but because she acted unserious at all times. And it seemed like people around her always had to take care of her. And that's not how the mature 19-year-old revenge-driven Ellie would have been. And then later on, we get a brief flashback to Joel and Ellie on the front porch after the night of the party. And this really pissed me off because this made his death just so much worse. We see that Ellie basically forgave Joel that same night. And this whole time we were thinking that she didn't, and that their relationship was just done, and like she had this deep sense of regret, but she actually had kind of made amends before he died. That should have been the buildup. His death could have been after that. And then in the end, we get left with a cliffhanger. We hear the gunshot go off, and we don't know if it's Ellie or if it's Abby who dies. And then it switches over to Abby's perspective, which is where they're gonna start off, I guess, in season 3. I don't know if I care for that. I wanna see who died. I mean, that's the only way that HBO could have kept people hooked, I guess. So, I mean, I'll probably force myself to watch it, but I'm not excited for it, like at all. Anyways, overall, after episode 2, this season just turned into an absolute shit show. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you agree with me or disagree with me or whatever you thought after watching it. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and leave a comment because I really want to hear what you guys think, because I can't be the only one who built up this excitement and kind of got let down with this season. And until next time, thanks for watching.